Hello, everyone. My name is Bill Naus. I have the privilege of serving as the school director here at DSST College View High School. I'm a proud graduate of Denver Public Schools, went to McMean Place and graduated from Thomas Jefferson High School in 2001. Fortunate enough to graduate from the University of Wyoming with a degree in history in '05, and then later on with a degree in education from Villanova University in 2012. This is my 15th year here serving in education, most of the time in Denver, some time spent in Spain, Colombia, as well as Philadelphia. And I've been serving here at DSST since 2017 and very, very excited to keep our work going over the next couple of years. So this is our team. We are deeply, deeply mission driven. We believe strongly in what we are doing here in Southwest Denver, and we are so excited that you are considering being a part of our journey. The biggest question I'd be asking myself right now is there's lots of different high schools, and what exactly makes DSST College View High School special? I want to start by telling you a story. It's of a young woman. Her name is Ana Salazar. This was Ana Salazar's main group of friends. They started all the way back with us in 6th grade. And when Ana was in 6th grade, right, she was doing all the things that 6th graders do. Very curious, very worried, very nervous about her future. But little did she know that by the time she graduated from College View, she would get a full ride to the University of Notre Dame and be one of only 2 students here at College View and one of only a handful of students in the country to win the all-important Questbridge Scholarship. Undocumented, first generation, first person from her family to be able to go to college. Such an exciting story. Now let's pivot from there to think about what that means for her and her family. Ana Salazar spent 7 years here from 6th grade to 12th grade and essentially earned her and her family the value of $250,000 towards her education and her future. So I want you all to think about May of 2025. Right now, you're finishing up your 8th grade year. May of 2025, you'll be graduating high school. Whew. Fascinating time. And this is what it'll look and feel like. Look at the energy, smiles. You can see Ana there on the far right with her Notre Dame. Such a beautiful moment. And it's beautiful, not just for students, but parents for you as well. You know that all-important moment where your students get to finish the journey that is high school. So we want to think about why here. DSST is a long, proud tradition, and it's no exception here at College View High School that 100% of our students that stay with us from 9th through 12th graduate with acceptance to a 4-year university. We do this not just to get into college, but in order to develop our character. We believe strongly in our core values. We lead with these: respect, courage, integrity, responsibility, curiosity, and doing your best. They inform how we show up, how we communicate, how we interact, how we manage, and how we develop together and as individuals. The student experience here at College View High School can be explained in these 2 graphs. If you look, you see that there are 6 high schools and the percent of positive responses. You can see here in the middle, DSST College View High School from 9th to 12th grade had some of the highest percentages of positive student responses. And when we look at either the neutral and the positive responses, we see further that almost 100% of students feel neutral to positively that DSST College View High School is a place where they belong, they feel seen and valued, and they have a future here. It's an incredible statistic. In Denver, writ large, vast majority of schools are averaging about 70%. We are not perfect. We have a lot of work to do, but we do have a very, very strong community. We particularly come together and work together through our core values so that all of our students have access to a future beyond high school. And how we do this is in a number of ways. We begin our day and morning meetings right before COVID. We would all gather, and we're starting to do a little bit more, and we run videos like the one you'll see on the right. I'm not going to play it today. Ms. Vargas is on the call. But what she's going to do here is lead what's called a 4-7-8 breathing technique, and this happens every Monday morning during our wellness morning meetings in which students get to watch and process these in their advisory spaces. This model allows for a community-based entry into the day with connection and touch points and check-ins that then allows us to begin learning when first period starts. But we don't just stop there. Right now, we're actually in the middle of our last week of Spirit Week. We just finished out winter year yesterday. We had Pajama Day. You can see that regardless of the year and the time that we do it, our students and our staff take this very, very seriously. It's a lot of fun. Our pep rallies, no joke, even though there are lots of jokes, we take them very, very seriously. We gather, we celebrate, we honor people's cultures and their achievements in our community in athletics and academics. Very, very much look forward to these. We do these several times per year. You can see here in the pictures, right, with masks, without masks. We continue these unabated regardless of the conditions that we are in. Oh, like all schools, our homecoming and our prom, such fun events. Look at those smiles, the dresses, the gear, the get-ups. Always a lot of fun. So many members of our community look deeply forward to these. In our field trips and our college visits, Mr. Wellham is on the call today. He'll talk to you about this more, as is Mr. Ferrer. Such an incredible team we have, and we are starting to build these experiences in 9th grade, and it runs all the way through 12th. Team can talk more about that. And remember that regardless of what happens, we learned through COVID, right, that we are agile and we are ready. We don't want to, but we are ready to learn online if we need to. We know how to do this in person. We have an incredible team. And if I'm you right now and I'm sitting here thinking about what this means, right, I'm going back to my story of Anna Salazar. If you remember her as a very, very young, wide-eyed 6th grader, she came back as an alumni recently and said hi to us. The same people are continuing our work in service of her family, and that mission. We will do the same for you. We are so, so excited that you are considering us. And to just sum it up, what makes us special, you saw our academic program. We'll talk more about this. You saw how we talk about community and connection. Team will talk more about this. And we are prioritizing equitable outcomes through mental health support, student services, and a very mission-oriented and committed team. I'm so excited to turn it over to some other folks on the team. It's been an absolute pleasure. Look forward to seeing you here in the fall of 2022. Go Wolves.